Okay, this flight's a shuttle to the base at Groom Lake. It's all VFR to avoid a paper trail, but along the way we have to pass through the Las Vegas Class Bravo airspace, as well as a bunch of restricted airspace owned by Nellis Control. I'll handle all radio communication, you do the flying. We'll take off and fly runway heading to 4000, then turn left and fly direct to the Mercury NDB at Desert Rock. We usually file to Desert Rock, but when nobody's looking, we turn north and follow the Immigrant Valley to Groom Lake. Ready? I'll get our clearance out of here. Clearance, Janet 356, VFR to Desert Rock with information, Charlie.
Janet 356, you're cleared into the Las Vegas Class Bravo airspace. Fly runway heading, maintain 4,500. Departure frequency will be 125.9er. Squawk 4211.
Cleared into the Class Bravo on runway heading climbing to 4.5, departure on 125.9er, squawk 4211, Janet 356.
Janet 356, readback is correct. Contact ground when ready to taxi.
All right, start the engines and we can get the show on the road. Good, I'll get our taxi clearance. Las Vegas Brown, Janet 356, ready to taxi VFR to Desert Rock with Charlie.
Janet 356, taxi to runway 1 left via Hotel and Bravo.
1 left via Hotel, Bravo, Janet 356. Set flaps to 5 for takeoff. Taxi straight ahead, then turn right onto taxiway Hotel. Hotel parallels the runway, which will be on your left. Taxi to Bravo, which is almost at the end of the taxiway. Taxi checklist. Flaps set to 5. Trim set for takeoff. Taxi checklist complete. VFR in a 737. Can't beat it, you know. Basically, you're just a bus driver taking the folks in back to work. But it's bigger than that. A matter of national security. Oh, and all that paperwork you signed? Take it seriously. Don't tell anyone about where we go or what we see on these flights. Most are pretty routine, but occasionally you'll see something you'll want to tell your friends and family about. Trust me, don't. Turn left here onto taxiway Bravo and hold short of the runway. Hold short here and I'll get our takeoff clearance. Las Vegas Tower, Janet 356, ready to go at 1 left, VFR to Desert Rock.
Janet 356, cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 4,500.
Cleared for takeoff, Janet 356. Ready? Turn on the landing lights, make a left turn onto the runway, and let's go. Rotate. V2. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps up.
Janet 356, contact departure.
Janet 356, switching. Departure, Janet 356, with you, climbing to 4,500.
Janet 356, radar contact. Altitude restriction removed. Proceed on course.
Up to 14,000, own navigation, Janet 356. Okay, turn left and fly direct to the Mercury NDB. Climb and maintain 14,000. I'll let operations know we're on our way. Gold Coast, Janet 356 is airborne.
Janet 356, Gold Coast, roger. Have a good one.
Let's run through the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear up. Flaps up. After takeoff checklist complete.
Departure orbit 217 with you through 3,000 to maintain 4.5.
Orbit 217, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 290.
Up to 290, orbit 217.
direct to the city.
Direct to the city, orbit 217.
To go. Turn the landing lights and the seatbelt sign off. Level off at 14,000 feet and set cruise thrust. Let's get these folks to work as fast as we can. Just don't exceed 330 knots.
The captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating that it's safe to move about the cabin. For your own safety, we request that you keep your seatbelt fastened if you're in your seat during this short flight. Orbit 217, contact Los Angeles Center 128.07.
Orbit 217 switching, we'll see ya.
Janet 356, contact Nellis Control on 126.65.
Janet 356 switching. Nellis Control, good morning. Janet 356 with you at 14,000.
Janet 356, Nellis Control, you're loud and clear. Nellis altimeter 29905.
29905, Janet 356. Nellis, Janet 710 is off Silverbow, out of 7,000 for 190.
Janet 710, Nellis Control, ident. Janet 710, radar contact 5 miles north of Silverbow. Maintain flight level 190.
Heading up to 190, Janet 710. Nellis, Janet 710.
Janet 710, go ahead.
Any chance for proceeding direct to Fido?
Unable, sir. We've got a UAV working out in that area.
No worries. Thought we'd ask. Janet 710. crossing the Mercury NDB, so turn right to the heading of 010 and we'll fly up the Immigrant Valley toward Pyramid. It's a waypoint located at that pyramid-shaped peak on the horizon up by Groom Lake.
Janet 356, unidentified fast-moving traffic, 2 o'clock, 10 miles westbound, altitude unknown. Report traffic in sight.
Janet 356 looking. Oh, what the?
Janet 356, traffic alert. Traffic now 12 to 1 o'clock, less than a mile westbound.
Janet 356, that was a close one. Nellis, Janet 356, go. Nellis, Janet 356.
Janet 356, Nellis, you with me?
Janet 356, roger. Lost you for a minute there.
Janet 356, roger. Must have been electromagnetic interference from the fast mover. Traffic no longer observed.
Okay, we're getting close. Let's run through the approach checklist. Yeah, that was pretty close. Looked like they were right at our altitude. Altimeter set to 29er.905.
Sorry about that. They've been at it all week. Keep your eyes open. Not everything appears on the scope.
Speeds set. At our current weight, we'll want to fly the approach at 140 knots. Will do. Thanks for the advisory this time, Janet 356. Approach brief. We'll request the visual approach to runway 32 via Pyramid Waypoint. That's just to the southeast of Groom Lake, but Tower will probably clear us to land before we get there. Approach checklist complete. Reduce our speed to 250 knots now.
Janet 710, descend and maintain 15,000. Nellis altimeter 29er.905.
29er.905, departing 190 for 15,000. Janet 710.
Janet 710, maintain 180 knots.
Slowing to 180 knots. Janet 710.
Janet 710, contact Vegas now, 125.02.
2502. Janet 710.
Janet 356, contact the tower.
Janet 356 switching. I'll call the tower now. Note that we change our call sign here from Janet 356 to Longhorn 27. I could tell you why, but then I'd have to kill you. Just kidding. Tower, Longhorn 27, request the visual runway 32 via Pyramid.
Longhorn 26, correction, Longhorn 27, standby.
Roger.
Longhorn 27, tower, cleared visual approach, runway 32 via Pyramid.
Okay, direct Pyramid and cleared for the visual, runway 32, Longhorn 27. Okay, we're cleared for the visual approach to runway 32. Descend to 6,000 feet for now, and continue flying to Pyramid Waypoint.
Longhorn 27, make straight in runway 32. You're number 2 to follow a fast mover on final. Wind calm.
Alright, now that we're descending below 10,000 feet, turn the landing lights and the seatbelt sign on, and keep your speed below 250 knots. Straight in 3-2, looking for the fast mover, Longhorn 27.
We're now commencing our descent to Groom Lake. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing. We should be on the ground shortly.
Just continue flying toward Pyramid for now. Reduce thrust and set flaps to 5 to bring your speed back to 180 knots. airspace is just ahead and to the left. Turn toward it and continue descending to the runway. Maintain 180 knots for now. The runway is the big one on the right. Airport elevation is 4,600 feet MSL.
Tower, Granite 3-1, ready to go on the north pad, eastbound to patrol Tikaboo with Echo.
Granite 3-1, cleared for takeoff. Traffic is a fast mover on final for the ramp, and a 737 behind him on the runway.
Cleared for takeoff, we'll watch for the traffic, Granite 3-1.
Vista 4-5, wind calm, ramp landing approved. Fire equipment is standing by for spray down.
Roger, ramp landing approved, Vista 4-5.
Longhorn 2-7, fast mover traffic just south of the ramp now. Additional traffic is a slow mover departing the north pad eastbound.
Longhorn 27 looking. Longhorn 27 has both aircraft in sight.
Longhorn 27, wind calm, cleared to land runway 32. Report gear down.
Cleared to land 32, Longhorn 27. We're about 4 miles from the runway now. Lower the landing gear, slowly add full flaps, and reduce speed to 140 knots for the approach. Lower the landing gear. Longhorn 27 on short final, gear down and locked.
Longhorn 27, roger, winds calm.
Landing checklist. Landing gear is down. Flaps set to full. Landing checklist complete.
Vista 4-5, spray down the spring.
Vista 4-5, roger.
Longhorn 27, turn next taxiway to the left.
Roger, Longhorn 27. Longhorn 27, clear of the active, taxi to the ramp.
Longhorn 27, taxi to parking this frequency. Your outbound clearance is on request.
Longhorn 27, taxi straight ahead to the ramp. We'll park next to the other Janet aircraft.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop at the gate and the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. We realize you don't have a choice as to how you get to Groom Lake, but nonetheless, we appreciate you choosing to fly there with us. Job security all around. Enjoy your day.
Tower Vista 6-3, south ramp. Request east departure with Delta.
Vista 6-3, wind calm, east departure approved. Caution 737 on taxi.
East departure approved. Vista 6-3.
Parking brake, turn off the fasten seatbelt sign, and shut her down. Nice flying, by the way, although officially this flight never happened. Welcome to Dreamland.